Welcome to our channel. Today, we're exploring a fascinating question. Why did Jesus spend 3 days among himself? We'll dive into what happened to Jesus between his death and resurrection, as told by the Gospels and other parts of the Bible. Join us as we uncover the mystery of those 3 days and what they mean for believers. Where did Jesus go for 3 days between his death and resurrection? The 4 Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John tell us that Jesus was crucified for about 6 hours. At the end, he said, "It's over," as recorded in John 19:30. He then bowed his head and gave up his spirit. His body remained on the cross for a short time before it was taken down and wrapped for burial by Joseph of Arimathea, aided by Nicodemus, one of his followers. 3 days later, his body and soul reunited, and he rose from the dead. After his resurrection, he first appeared to Mary Magdalene, and then to his disciples. Many people wonder what happened during the 3 days between Jesus' death and resurrection. The Bible, especially the Synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, do not provide a detailed account of Jesus' activities during those 3 days, often referred to as his descent into hell. The focus is primarily on the events leading up to Jesus' crucifixion and his resurrection. This period has more to do with religious interpretations and traditions than clear biblical narratives. However, we can get some insights from the Bible. According to Luke 23:42-43, when one of the thieves crucified with Jesus asked him to remember him when he entered his kingdom, Jesus replied, "Today you will be with me in paradise." This implies that after his death, Jesus went to paradise, or heaven. This is further supported by Jesus' final words, committing his soul into God's hands. Another interesting passage about Jesus' whereabouts is found in 1 Peter 3:18-20. It says that after being made alive in the Spirit, Jesus went and proclaimed to the imprisoned souls who were disobedient long ago in Noah's time. This passage can be interpreted to mean that Jesus went to hell, or a place of the dead, and made some kind of announcement to the souls imprisoned there. These souls could be either demonic or human, possibly fallen angels who were imprisoned for breaking God's law with Lucifer. The reference to Noah's flood suggests the violation occurred before or during Noah's time. Jesus likely declared his victory over Satan and death, rather than offering salvation to these spirits, as Hebrews 2:16 says, "Angels cannot be saved." Ephesians 4:8-10 provides another perspective, stating that when Jesus ascended on high, he took many captives and gave gifts to his people. This passage, referring to Psalm 68:18, suggests that after securing salvation on the cross, Jesus gathered all the redeemed in paradise and took them to heaven. These were people like Abraham, David, Joshua, Daniel, Lazarus, the thief on the cross, and all who had faith before. He took them from Hades, the place of the dead, to their new spiritual home in heaven. Another interpretation of Ephesians 4 is that during the 3 days between his death and resurrection, Jesus defeated and imprisoned our spiritual enemies, the devil, death, and the curse of sin. Then he ascended triumphantly to heaven as God. Matthew 12:40 also gives insight, comparing Jesus' 3 days and nights in the heart of the earth to Jonah's 3 days and nights in the belly of a great fish. In conclusion, the Bible does not clearly state what happened during the 3 days between Jesus' death and resurrection. Various Christian traditions have different perspectives. However, Jesus' own words, "Today you will be with me in paradise," give us confidence that he went to heaven after announcing his victory over death and fulfilling his work of salvation. Thank you for watching. We hope this video helped answer your questions about where Jesus went and what he did during the 3 days between his death and resurrection. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more biblical insights.